بسم الله. هنبدأ إن شاء الله نستقبل أسئلة المحبين ونجاوب عليهم، بس لسه مستنيينهم. We're waiting for the questions to pop up.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. This is the QA part, the part that I like best. Now, what we want you to do, guys, ask questions we already know the answer to, because that makes us look smarter, okay? That's number one. And then also, if you know the answer to the question, go ahead and put it in there too, and that really makes us look smart. Please give the references so we really look like we know what we're doing. What else?
Okay. Every question, you say, Allahu Akbar.
Yes, I will give you the exact correct answer to any question.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's short. They asked me to be very short, I'll be short. And in fact, I used to be 6 foot, I'll be only 5'11" now. Just for you. That'll be shorter.
Yes.
You said be short. Okay. We can do that.
With advice.
Okay, we'll start with the Arabic question.
What's the question?
Yeah. سؤال من الأخ مؤمن. أنا مؤمن. Sure. أنا مؤمن من ألمانيا. حكم العمل أثناء صلاة الجمعة مع عدم القدرة ترك العمل.
أولاً يجب أن تراجع لجنة الفتوى من علماء فضلاء في ألمانيا يفتونك أفضل منا لأنهم يعيشون هناك وهم أهل الفتية في هذا المكان.
A question. My son asked you, why do I have to pray?
Okay, that's a very good question. When we talk about the word prayer, everybody prays. Even Christians pray, Jewish pray, Buddhists pray, even people who don't believe in God, they pray, but they don't realize they're praying. Praying means to supplicate. When you go like this and say, I wish I have this or that or whatever, even when they have a genie in a bottle, they're asking something. And this is to ask for something. And even when you go to court, it says, this is your praying to the judge. You ask the judge, and that is for anybody. But who do you pray to? That's the question. So everybody asks, you pray to your mom and say, Mom, I want to get some food. I want to get this or that. This is praying. This is dua or supplication, all right? The problem is that Muslims translate the word salah as the word pray, and that is incorrect. The word salah is not the word dua. Dua, everybody makes dua. So what is the word salah? From sila. What is sila? Connection. This is your connection with the only one who can answer prayers. You want to make a connection, you make the connection with Allah. And if you don't want to make a connection with Allah, then how are you ever going to get anything done? So make a connection with the one who created you, and then you'll be okay. Make your connection 5 times a day with the one who is going to fulfill your needs. Makes sense?
شيخ عمر، هل زوج الدنيا هو زوج الآخرة إن شاء الله؟ حابة تطمن بس.
هل زوج الدنيا هو زوج الآخرة؟ إذا كانت السائلة زوجة وهي متعبة من زوجها فتطمئن، الله سبحانه وتعالى سوف يعطيها يوم القيامة ما تريد، لهم ما يشاءون عند ربهم. والكلام أيضا للأزواج. أما الأزواج المحبين في الدنيا فيتمنوا أن يعيشوا مع بعض في الآخرة. وإلى أن أرى هذين الزوجين سوف أدعو لهما بإذن الله، لأنني ربما يعني هذا العدد ربما قليل لكن موجود. ولكن أقول هل زوج الدنيا هو زوج الآخرة؟ هذا أمر في علم الغيب، ولكن الله عز وجل يعطي العبد في الجنة ما لا عين رأت ولا أذن سمعت ولا خطر على قلب بشر. فلا تشغلوا أنفسكم كيف ندخل الجنة ولا تشغلوا أنفسكم بما في الجنة. وأن عواطف الدنيا تتغير في الآخرة. فلو أن عواطف الدنيا تظل كما هي لحزن إبراهيم على أبيه آزر، وحزن الرسول على عمه أبي طالب، وحزن سيدنا نوح على ابنه الكافر. ولكن الله سبحانه وتعالى سوف وقال وأن عليه النشأة الأخرى. من ضمن النشأة الأخرى تغير العواطف. هذا والله أعلم.
How can we believe that Islam is the only and correct religion?
Say it again because I couldn't hear you.
How can we believe that Islam is the only and correct religion.
That's a loaded question. We say Allahu A'lam.
Repeat his question.
Yeah. Oh, that's why I didn't say it loud. Okay. The question itself, though, is not correct. So we have to correct the question before we can answer it. The first part is saying, how do we know that ask it like this. Is Islam the correct religion? Is it? Don't say, how do we know something? Because this way you're assuming you're right. Maybe you're not, maybe you are. So ask it like this. Is Islam the only religion? Is it the correct religion? Why would God say only that? Why? What about the Jewish? What about the Christian? What about other people? So first thing, we get the question straight. Second thing, we say Allahu A'lam, because only Allah really knows. But what we find from Allah in the Quran, He describes exactly what He expects us to do. And it's not a new religion named Islam. The word Islam is describing what it is you're supposed to be doing. And this is the same thing everybody's supposed to be doing since the time of Adam. If you see the references in Islam when it says Adam was a Muslim, Jesus was a Muslim, Muhammad is a Muslim, I want you to make a distinction between the words and the actions. Because sometimes you have a noun like Judah. Judah is a noun. That's the name of a person. And they get Judaism or Jewish from the word Judah. All right? These are people from the tribe of Judah. And Hindu is coming from Hindustan. Hindustan is a place. It's a noun. So these are the people from Hindustan who follow a religion that's found there. And then the people who are the Buddhists are following Buddha. And the people following Christianity are following Christ. But those are nouns. But we don't accept that somebody said that this is Mohammedism, because it's not Mohammedism. He didn't make up a religion. What we know is Almighty God, Allah, accepts from anybody who wants to believe in Him as one God and do what He wants you to do. In the Lord's Prayer, it says, God's will be done on earth as it is in heaven. What does God's will mean? It means that Allah has all the power, not us. We don't have free will, we have free choice. What we will may not happen, maybe it will, but it will only happen if Allah wills it to happen. Even our knowledge, and Allah says about that knowledge in the Quran, يَعْلَمُ مَا بَيْنَ أَيْدِيهِمْ وَمَا خَلْفَهُمْ وَلَا يُحِيطُونَ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنْ عِلْمِهِ إِلَّا بِمَا شَاءَ. And He's telling you He has all the knowledge of everything, but you don't even have any knowledge unless He wills for you to have it. So this is how we understand. So Islam itself is a description. You need to know what does it mean, and then you will understand why it is the right way.
تكملة قبل السؤال الآتي، تكملة بسيطة. أنا لا أقول للآتي من أتباع الديانة اليهودية أو النصرانية عندما يأتي الإسلام طلق ديانتك، طلق ما كنت له. أنت يجب أن تؤمن بموسى وبالتوراة التي نزلت عليك، ويجب أن تؤمن أيها النصراني بسيدنا عيسى وبالإنجيل الذي نزل عليه، ويجب أن تؤمن بمحمد وبالقرآن الذي نزل عليه. فأنا لا أدعوك إلى تطليق ما قد مضى إلا بما يخالف وحدانية الله وأخوة الأنبياء مع بعض. هذه خالص.
سؤال من الأخ محمد: ما علاج الهم والحزن؟
كثرة الاستغفار. من أكثر من الاستغفار جعل الله له من كل هم فرجا ومن كل ضيق مخرجا ورزقه من حيث لا يحتسب، وأن يرجع المظالم إلى أهلها، لأن المظالم تجعل الإنسان مهموما، لأن الظالم هو أكثر الناس هما وغما وضيقا وإن ظهر أمامنا غير ذلك.
الأخت شيرين: كيف الوقاية من عذاب القبر؟
المحافظة على الصلاة والاستعداد للقاء الله.
تمام. للأسف الأسئلة معظمها بالعربي. تمام. هل يجوز قصر الصلوات في حال السفر؟
يسأل واحد.
Are you seeing questions on there? Okay. Are you seeing hearts going up? That's they know that I love to see those hearts going up.
Sheikh Istis, what can I do with my liar and untruthful husband, please?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The question is, what can I do with my husband? And she was referring to him as one who is kadib, a liar, and what else?
Untruthful, yeah.
Yeah.
No, the wife is asking.
Huh?
The wife is asking about her husband.
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah, he's the liar. Yeah,
And what else?
untruthful.
Well, it's the same.
Same, yeah.
Untruthful and liar. Okay.
Yeah.
So, anytime a Muslim comes to me, any person comes to me and asks me about their spouse, whether it's a woman asking about the husband or the husband asking about the wife, I will always say, before I can give an answer on this question, I have to have a coin from you that only has one side. You bring me the one-sided coin and we can talk. And they usually will say, oh, you charge money? I said, no, I just need to see a one-sided coin. They say it doesn't exist. I say, exactly. I need to see both sides of a story before I can talk. So unless you're willing to go sit with a real alim, not me, a real alim, that you can take your husband and sit down and bring out what you have, bring out what he has, then accept the answer from the alim. Unless you're willing to do that, then you'll never find peace in your house.
A question from Ahmed. He's asking, please advise with good books for kids speak English only.
You said the question?
An advice, what kinds of books do you suggest kids to read?
Oh, what kind of books would we suggest for children
To read, yeah.
to read?
Yeah.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Number one, I would suggest that you consider that children don't really like to read stuff anymore. That's very serious. But there is a publisher that has Good Word Publications. Good Word Publication has a ton of books, and I'm supposed to be doing the voices for them. And it's like 15 years, I still haven't done it, but make dua for that. But the Good Word Publications is very good. But I think that you should live in the real world with the children knowing about using their phones, using the videos and so on, and let them watch some, Milo Productions has some of the great cartoons coming out. Guidance TV has a few nice things on there for children. But if you let them watch Guidance TV, you'll find that there's nothing bad on there, but some things they might not understand, but it's a very good opportunity. So be sure that you check out these things ahead of time. Masha and the Bear. I don't know if you know Masha and the Bear.
Yeah, Russian cartoon.
That is actually done in Russia, but it has some English in it. It has different languages in it, and it has some good morals to the story, and it's kind of funny. And the bear always has a hard time. But, yeah. So I think maybe those are the kind of things. But I suggest you sit there with the child and then explain to them what they're seeing, what the moral of the story is. Allahu Alam. I hope you have good success with the children.
هل يجب قضاء صلاة صليتها في وقت بالتيمم؟
لا، إذا كان عند وقت التيمم كان لا يستطيع الوضوء فلا يعيدها. أما إذا كان في هذا الوقت كان يستطيع الوضوء ولكنه تيمم وصلى، يجب أن يتوضأ ويعيد الصلاة طالما وجد الماء واستطاع أن يجد. لكن وقت التيمم لم يكن موجود ماء، خلاص لا يعيد الصلاة.
One last question إن شاء الله. An advice من الشيخ عمر ومن الشيخ إستيس.
أنا أقول.
Well, first of all, before you go into that, what he just said makes it real clear who should close out the program. Why? Because this is tayammum and this is water.
Advice from Sheikh Yusuf.
تفضل. An advice to the viewers.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Whenever a young man or a young girl comes to me and says, give me nasiha, and that's very important. We should always ask. I should ask too for advice. But there's one thing that sticks with me for all these 28 years I've been in Islam. It keeps coming back to me over and over. I love this advice, and I share it because I want this to be for me too. Is I ask the youth, when you get married and you have children, how do you want your children to treat you? And no matter if it's a Christian or anybody, they always say, I want my children to treat me good. I want them to give me respect, honor, dignity, and this is what I need. Okay, so this is my advice. Treat your parents with what you would like. Maybe Allah will give you the children to treat you the same way or better. So the treatment of the parents is right after the belief in Almighty Allah. For the Jews, for the Christians, and for the Muslims, stay together and stay guided by Almighty Allah.
جزاك الله خير.
أنا أقول لأي مسلم صغيرا كان أم كبيرا، أنثى كان أم ذكر، أقول كل عمل إذا نويت أن أعمله أو قول أقوله، ماذا يكون يعني رد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم على هذا العمل أو على هذا القول. يعني هنا قبل أن أقول أو أعمل، هل هذا العمل يرضي الله ويرضى عنه الرسول ويسعد به؟ هذا القول هل يسعد الرسول إذا سمعه؟ هل إذا زارني الرسول فجأة في بيتي هل يسعد لما يراني أبا مخلصا وزوجا كريما وصابرا على زوجته ومعاملتي مع الجيران طيبة؟ إذا كان في كل وقت الرسول يسعد بي فهذه النصيحة التي يجب أن يعمل، لأن رضا الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم دليل على رضوان الله سبحانه وتعالى. هذه نصيحتي.
جزاكم الله كل خير.
بارك الله فيكم.
Sheikh Istis, thank you so much.
بارك الله فيكم.
And we hope to see you again.
We always like to close our program out with a little short prayer. We ask all of us to make this same prayer. Ask everybody to be guided by Almighty Allah, and then we'll work together in this life for good, and in the next life for good, or in Arabic we say Tawfiq fi dunya wal akhirah. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
أنا أشكر جدا كثيرا الشيخ يوسف على تفضله وتعطفه وزيارتنا، وزيارة العلماء دائما فيها الخير، فقد سعد البيت كله وسعد المشاهدون بما سمعوا من الشيخ يوسف، وهذا من كرمه وأخلاقه. بارك الله لنا فيه ونفع به في كل وقت، سواء في الصعيد الأمريكي أو في الصعيد المصري. بارك الله فيه.